What first got you excited about blockchains? Think about it. Oh wait, I bet it wasn't multi-million-dollar hacks, exposed data, or finding somewhere safe to store your seed phrase. Was it? Maybe it was the idea of decentralizing a broken financial system. Maybe it was imagining a world where people own their own data and get to sharing the value it creates. Or maybe it was the promise of a fundamentally better way of connecting, communicating, and transacting. The next phase of the internet that empowers us instead of exploiting us. So why hasn't that happened yet? Why are we still living with the same broken system that blockchains promise to fix? It's because blockchains can't keep a secret. Enabling open, transparent systems was only the first half of the challenge. For blockchains to really change the world, they also have to be able to protect our sensitive data when it matters. And that's why we built Midnight, to bring down the final barrier to mass adoption and unlock the full potential of the decentralized web. Let's build the internet we deserve, together.
Ladies and gentlemen, we all know this in crypto. Ownership matters. That's why Cake Wallet. Cake Wallet gives you full control of your digital assets, all in one easy-to-use application. You can store Bitcoin, Litecoin, Zcash, Monero, and many more with just one secure backup. Swap between coins in seconds. No copying addresses, no complicated steps, and even includes Bitcoin Lightning for faster payments. And with Cake Wallet built in, you can use crypto in real life through debit cards or gift cards. Simple, secure, self-custody. Download Cake Wallet and take control of your crypto. What's going on? Welcome to the breakdown. Episode 743, sponsored by Midnight. The title sponsor is Midnight. I'm reading articles about how some dude from the community said that Midnight City is trash. This is how I know like people have not experienced, and it's a big member of the Cardano community apparently. Made that statement. I actually talked about this with Charles and stuff. Midnight City is cool, and it's going to onboard a lot of fucking people. So you have obviously not looked into it or even given it a try. Swear to God, bro. Anyway, also, by the way, my hair is wavy as fuck today. Humidity is fucking crazy. Humidity is absolutely insane. My curls are coming out, man. My curls are coming out. Poly Market is the official prediction market sponsor of the breakdown. That's right. Shout out to Poly Market. I actually have something I want to talk about in terms of the presidential election and where they have it in terms of percent. We'll look into that. Okay. And then Cake Wallet, excuse me, Cake Wallet. Shout out to Vic, the entire team. Besides having an incredible goddamn hot wallet, a secure one that you can secure your goddamn Bitcoin, your Litecoin, your Monero, your Zcash on, okay? And maybe in the future, your Midnight. I don't know. Maybe I can bring people together here. That's right. But right now, those 4 assets can be secured on Cake Wallet. Also, Vic came out with Radar. That entire team came out with Radar. You guys should check it out. I'm gonna have Vic on tomorrow. We're gonna break it down. Okay, it is absolutely a fantastic way to go ahead and do some fantastic. I'm gonna wait until tomorrow when I go ahead and break it down with Vic. I've already played with it, man. Relax. Also, shout out to G Markets if you want the latest information on the markets, the latest data on the markets, what's happening in crypto, the latest listings, all that good stuff, gmarkets.io, okay? gmarkets.io. All right. This is not an endorsement. This is not a blessing, okay? I'm not blessing anything yet. I'm not endorsing anything yet. I think it's a day 11 or day 10 or 11, whatever it is. I'm not doing anything yet. But I have to say, 100%. Let's go ahead and let's look at because I cannot not acknowledge. It would be disrespectful to not acknowledge what a community has done. It would be absolutely disrespectful not to acknowledge it. Let me find it and then I can acknowledge it. Let's see. Hold on. It's definitely on my timeline. It's definitely on my timeline. What the hell is this? Okay. We'll get into Robinhood. We're going to get into all that stuff. Let me just. Okay. I got to acknowledge this. All right. I'm trying to find it. Here we go. Again, not an endorsement, not nothing like that. I told you, man. People might be frustrated with that, but hey, listen. It's not, what did I say? It's not about one person. But let's go ahead and acknowledge people here. Let's acknowledge. Because where I come from, when people do good things, you go ahead and acknowledge it. So today, I got sent this in I literally got, hold on, let me pause this. I got sent this in my DM. Okay? They said, David, you are on a billboard at the Waffle House across the street from where they're playing, obviously, the World Cup and stuff. Again, not an endorsement. I'm going to keep saying this. Not an endorsement, not a blessing, but I can go ahead and acknowledge. I can acknowledge the bag working. I can acknowledge people within a community working their ass off. When I seen this, I was like, this is crazy, man. And apparently, Todd, hopefully I got Todd's name right, Todd, he flew out to Atlanta. So this is in Atlanta. Unbeknownst to me, I'm going to play it. I'm on top of the goddamn Waffle House. So I do have to acknowledge, I did. Like, I was like, yo, I have to acknowledge it. 100%. It's like me pretending that I don't see it out here would be a spit in the face. That would be absolutely me just going, spit in the face. So this billboard apparently, again, is across the street from where the World Cup is being played. And Todd went and got on a plane. This community is insane. They got on a plane and flew out to record this. So, I mean, thank you. This is very absolutely humbling. Very humbling. This is absolutely humbling. Very, it's unexpected. Like, honestly, really unexpected, man. So, I want to say thank you. Okay? I want to say thank you. Number one, thank you so much. Like, that is crazy. I'm on top of a Waffle House. It's true, though. Like, what the listen, the only time, I'm going to tell you, the only time I've been on the billboard, and I remember this, I was on the billboard for 7 days. Actually, hold on. I was on the billboard twice. I used to obviously chill out in New York City. You see the face. We won't go there. Okay, so let's go ahead. And there was it was nothing Diddy-ish. I'm just saying. Before crypto. But in crypto, I guess I was on like the main billboard in Times Square 2 years ago for like 7 days. That was cool. That's really cool. To see this is different now. This is absolutely different because these are people, these are companies that are putting my face on. These are companies that are putting my face on billboards, and they're like, hey, like, and I'm representing their brand because whatever. Obviously, look, I'm gonna gloat a little bit. Y'all know the electricity, the face. Come on. Anyway, when this was sent into my DMs this morning, so like I haven't called anything. I don't know these reports that are out there that David's called a bull. I've been called a crypto bull since 2016. They called me a bull tart because I continue to be bullish on the markets when the bear market literally was around, and I'm still bullish and I'm buying, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. So to see that today, though, this is what I mean. Like, it doesn't, at the end of the day, it's not about one person. It's flattering, but it's not about one person. That's community. Like, that is community shit. That is community saying, fuck. Look, I might have seen David's face and I might have been interested in the community, but now it's us, man. That's what crypto needs back. That's what we need back in crypto. The whole point of this, and I keep on saying it on every show, can we showcase the real projects? And I think people are getting confused, man. Like, can we showcase the real memes? Can we showcase the real projects? Can we get back to crypto and get rid of these broccoli head son of a bitches? I can't stand these fucking broccoli head motherfuckers. I can't stand them. They're ruining the goddamn industry. So yeah, I thought it was really cool. I'm really humbled by that kind of shit, man. Where people fly out to a different state to go ahead and like showcase that. Like, thank you. Like, I am very humbled. For real, man. Like, I genuinely am humbled by that. Because I don't see so much to say, man. Fuck. That's crazy. That is that is that's that yeah, I don't even know what to say. I'm fucking speechless on that one. I was never on the two other occasions that I was on billboards, I was never speechless. It was like, yo, okay, I'm like representing a company, a real company. It had nothing to do with crypto and shit either. But here is just like, oh, actually, I've been on 3 billboards if you include NFT NYC. So that's 3. But this is like the community saying, like, yo, we fuck with you, bro. Like that's how it feels. I don't know. That's how it feels, man. Uh, I don't know, man. That shit is cool. If we can get back to like if we can get back to the vibes like this, like see, like the market's bearish because apparently crypto is very sensitive to what's happening in Iran and what's, obviously Trump has come out saying fuck everybody, we about to go back and give everybody hell, and all of a sudden crypto reacts, the markets react, everything. So like again, everybody's emotional. Apparently because of that because of that everybody sells off shit. It's just crazy, bro. It's crazy work, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. You guys got me all fucked up with this fucking billboard and shit. All right, let's bring in Landy because Landy's probably gonna shit on my parade or some shit. Let's bring in Landy. Landy, what's going on, man?
And first pass, I'd be looking for a potential.
Oh God, okay. He's maybe Landy's taking a shit or something, and he's on the phone because the dynamics of what he was just saying. I just heard the echoes. I don't know if you guys heard echoing. I heard it. David is just the start. Oh shit. Okay. By the way, now you imagine if these motherfuckers really pick like IHOP as the location, and I've been talking mad shit about IHOP. I've been talking mad shit about IHOP, man. How am I gonna do the show today? How am I doing this show today, bro? How am I doing this show? I don't even know. Man, that's really cool, man. What am I supposed to say? Like, what am I supposed to say, bro? Like, I don't even know what to say. I'm proud. I'm proud to see people taking shit into their own hands. I'm proud to see people realizing that they have the capability of being leaders and they don't need to wait for somebody to tell them to go. Nah. That was funny. Somebody said we got David 316's fucking billboards outside the UFC. If I see that, I'm telling you right now, I'm retiring if I see some shit like that, bro. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. But it's nice to see people forget about waiting for for somebody to tell you to go and do something. You went out and y'all did it yourselves. Y'all taking the ball in your own hands and you're going with it. We'll talk more about it. I wanted to talk about also what's happening with Robinhood. Vlad comes on. Me and Vlad follow each other. Vlad comes on. He obviously the CEO of Robinhood. He comes on and he says, "Well, Robinhood's the chain, and we also, I'm just phrasing here, and you can go. And I also like memes. I think memes also can be on there." And I knew as soon as he said that. Let me talk about Robinhood for a second. The first thing you're probably thinking of doing is saying, "Oh, it's going to be the same shit all over again, right?" I can't say that. Like I could say that about BNB, and BNB apparently is working on their own layer 1 now. So they're looking to come out with their own layer 1. Binance Chain is looking to come out with their layer 1 in 2026 this year. Robinhood is a different beast. This is something that's outside of crypto. It was built outside of crypto. And now they've come into crypto. And it's something that me and Landon been talking about for weeks, months, whatever, is just Robinhood. They made their most profit during the bull run in the crypto section. That's when Wall Street bets popped off. If Robinhood really builds this out, you're gonna have people not only fucking with crypto, but they're gonna be buying stocks. Vice versa. I always said Robinhood is important for onboarding. You have Robinhood, which has people like younger people, 18 to 35-year-old bracket, that they're in stocks right now and they kind of meme with stocks. If they push this from a marketing standpoint, you're gonna have a ton of people from Robinhood who just participate in stocks that come over and play on Robinhood's chain if they can go ahead and really make the experience easy and smooth. You could kind of think back to Base and Coinbase, right? You can kind of look there, but I've always said that Robinhood is like 50 times bigger than Coinbase. And they already have that crowd built. They have a whole traditional tri-fi crowd built. So if they can execute this correctly, they're going to be a major player. 100%. So if you think about it, if people are going to have, let's say people create tokens or memes, whatever, on Robinhood's chain, I mean, what if Robinhood decides to go ahead and, which I don't know how that would work out. Is that from a branding standpoint, you could go ahead and really, because I don't like what Coinbase did. But then every single thing built on Robinhood appears on the Robinhood app. And now you have millions upon millions of people that have access to that said token. And it makes it easier. So that's how I'm looking at it, man. Like, I'm not going, this is the first time that I can't really shit on something or be critical of it. Like, I'm usually, you guys, if you guys have been watching this show or watching me for years, you know, first I'm trying to dissect the whole thing and say, okay, there are no holes here, man. So now this becomes a battle, for me personally, this becomes a battle between, so a lot of things can happen here. A lot of things can happen. Number one, Ethereum can come back, which is like, Ethereum has a chance to come back. Like I'm thinking out loud here. Like, Ethereum could have a chance to rebound because Solana is, for me personally, Solana is in a prime position. Before the Robinhood announcement and shit, before Vlad came out and said, yo, memes could be cool on here too, kind of shit, Solana is in the lead here when it comes to memes and into like meme retail type of trading. But I'm going back and forth because, you know, I also remember Robinhood shutting down trades and not allowing people to trade. So I don't know. I still believe it's Solana summer. I still believe that Solana will do absolutely well. I think they've built out products for, they built products that resonate with the entire community. Ethereum has not. Like Ethereum has not done anything. Ethereum came out with news that they might be upgrading their network. That's about it. And copying what Cardano has done. By the way, what I did notice on Robinhood is that it looks like the liquidity isn't closed. Am I right? The liquidity is not closed. And that, like, okay, respectfully, the shit ran up to like, I think it was like some cat shit. That ran up to like, I think it ran up to like over 100 million. But the liquidity is 200K. I hope everybody understands how liquidity works and market cap liquid. I hope you guys understand. Like the shit you can be in it. The shit can go to 150 million. But if the liquidity is 200K and you got like fucking $2 million in profit, bro, you ain't getting out with 2 million. I'm trying to keep it easy for you. I don't know, man. But I will say this. Let me say something that nobody's fucking talking about. For somebody like me, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to give myself credit all day long. Besides being a Bitcoiner, I love the memes. I went on national TV talking about memes. Nobody did that before me. Not a single person. I talked about the memes because I love memes because memes are relatable and you can talk to people about memes and they understand it. The good thing about this, all these things happening, Robinhood coming into the mix and all, is that it's confirming meme season. And I think that the most dominant memes will the memes with the most history will dominate again. Don't get it confused. People are not going to jump into any in the beginning. Let me pause real quick. In the beginning, yeah. But moving into it, people are going to be looking at, actually, let's say this. I think right now people will be jumping into things like Bobo and Pepe and Apu and like I can name Troll. I keep going. People are going to be jumping into these things, and you should. Not financial advice, but I'm just saying, like, if you go into memes, you should be looking at memes with real devs, motherfuckers working 24/7. But this is just a confirmation that the meme economy is back. It might not show on the charts, but the meme vibes are back. They're back. Not that they left, but like people are just more so now looking and they're saying, you know what? The memes aren't dead. Now there's chatter out there. People think like, oh, it's just going to be the same thing over and over again. People will go just send out contracts from Pump. I think people are tired of it. It is up to you. You guys right here in the chat, on TikTok, on X, all you guys that are tuned in, it is up to you to finally say, fuck what happened last time. We're done with that. We are absolutely done. We are going to focus on building back what was absolutely phenomenal, and that was the goddamn crypto space before these fucking kids came in here with their spamming fucking control sets. We're going to take this shit back. That's what I'm trying to do. That is exactly what I'm trying to do. I am trying to, you got the Wojaks also, whatever. I want to rally and champion communities again. It is time for communities to fucking rise up and lead. You can all lead. Become fucking leaders. Fuck everybody else. You make the meta, okay? You push the momentum. You don't gotta wait for a goddamn person to go ahead and do that. You don't gotta wait for a goddamn person for that. You go and you fucking lead. This is our industry. We don't wait for people to give us confirmation for shit, okay? We don't wait. We do things like this billboard. I didn't know about it. This crowd did it. This community decided, you know what? We're gonna do shit. We're gonna come out here and we're gonna do shit because we vibe with this. We vibe with the bull. That's all I gotta say. You don't gotta wait. You don't gotta wait for the right market conditions to go ahead and do something. You could set the tone. Set the tone. Elon didn't wait for fucking permission. He just did it. You know, people talk about this momentum shit. How much momentum was there when he said, you know what, I'm coming out with a SpaceX IPO? When he did it with fucking Tesla, how much momentum was there in the electric car business? He wasn't waiting. He wasn't waiting for analysts from Wall Street to say it's okay for you to go ahead and do this. He did it. Y'all need to have that mindset. Stop waiting for, oh, momentum is going to die if it doesn't happen today. Who determines this shit? Since when does anybody determine this? You guys are leadership. You guys are the leaders. Todd, you're a leader. Look at you. You went out to goddamn Atlanta. You're standing at the Waffle House. Welcome to the breakdown. Let's see if this one's here. Let's see if he's still on
the bear market period, and they continue to be.
Christ, this dude's still fucking talking to somebody about markets. Landy talks about markets all day long. All day long. Talking to people about markets. He's on calls talking about markets. In the near future, I just want to keep it a buck. In the near future, I will go ahead and make my decision. But like, I want to show you why these things aren't true. For instance, we're going to talk about numbers, right? Hypothetically, numbers. This kid, Jojo says, this kid, thank you for calling me a kid. I appreciate it. I know I look young. This kid has no motion left. He starts talking about other coins. So this is somebody who is in probably one of the tokens that are in my wallet. He wants me to say it because he knows he's been a part of things that have gone to millions of dollars in terms of market cap. He wants me to say something because then he wants to cheat out and go to the next one. He's not happy with me right now. He's not happy that I am not saying a word. He's not happy that I am here building something and he sees it. You know what terrifies these people like him? He's terrified that there is a potential that a community is built and that community turns into a cult and that shit sends. Even when he cheats out, it sends and he regrets. He regrets it every single day. He wakes up in his grandma's basement wearing them same ass dirty underwears with that beat up shirt. And his miserable life, his existence is miserable. We know this. You know this. I know. Little Johnny there, it's not really Jojo, it's Johnny. Little Johnny there, he is going to be absolutely upset when the time comes. When the time comes, little Johnny is going to see my face all over the place, dreaming. He's going to have nightmares for when that day comes. That's right. There is no bigger troll than them. No bigger troll. I will troll you to death. Here's the thing. Little Johnny, before I leave you here, Little Johnny, I just want to say this. You tune in to watch me. I don't tune in to watch you, Johnny. When you tune in to watch me, you bring me more engagement. I always say this, I want more haters than people who like me. Why? Because the haters will show up every single day to watch you. Johnny, I thank you for coming on to this broadcast every single day because you allow me to showcase numbers to my sponsors or to bring on you sponsors. Because I say here, Johnny shows up every single day. He shows up every single day to watch one of the most electrifying personalities in crypto and outside of crypto today. The Bull. We'll be back right after this commercial break. Sponsored by Little Johnny.
What first got you excited about blockchains? Think about it. Oh wait. I bet it wasn't multi-million-dollar hacks, exposed data, or finding somewhere safe to store your seed phrase. Was it? Maybe it was the idea of decentralizing a broken financial system. Maybe it was imagining a world where people own their own data and get to sharing the value it creates. Or maybe it was the promise of a fundamentally better way of connecting, communicating, and transacting. The next phase of the internet that empowers us instead of exploiting us. So why hasn't that happened yet? Why are we still living with the same broken system that blockchains promise to fix? It's because blockchains can't keep a secret. Enabling open, transparent systems was only the first half of the challenge. For blockchains to really change the world, they also have to be able to protect our sensitive data when it matters. And that's why we build Midnight, to bring down the final barrier to mass adoption and unlock the full potential of the decentralized web. Let's build the internet we deserve, together.
Ladies and gentlemen, we all know this in crypto. Ownership matters. That's why Cake Wallet. Cake Wallet gives you full control of your digital assets, all in one easy-to-use application. You can store Bitcoin, Litecoin, Zcash, Monero, and many more with just one secure backup. Swap between coins in seconds. No copying addresses, no complicated steps, and even includes Bitcoin Lightning for faster payments. And with Cake Wallet built in, you can use crypto in real life through debit cards or gift cards. Simple, secure, self-custody. Download Cake Wallet and take control of your crypto. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. The show is brought to you by Little Johnny. That's right. Yo, shout out to the sponsor, Midnight. That's right. Let me quickly pull this up and then we'll get into crypto. We'll talk about crypto. We'll talk about what's happening. I promise. I promise you. Let's go ahead. He likes it too. He likes it. We know what he also likes. I ain't gonna get into it because I don't want my sponsors to get freaked out. All right. Let's go ahead and I haven't checked FOMO. I haven't checked FOMO yet. Todd, I will Todd, I want to give you a shout out, by the way. Todd, I want to give you a massive shout out, man. I gotta give you a massive shout out. Okay. I will check FOMO, I promise. But shout out to you. Shout out to you for flying out to a different state to go ahead and rep. Shout out to you, man. That is big. Much respect, man. I'm telling you, man, if you look at everything that's let me go through this poly market first. Let me because I really wanted to talk about this. By the way, shout out to Poly Market. Poly Market is the official prediction market sponsor of the breakdown. Presidential election winner 2028. I seen this. I wanted to talk about this real quick. JD Vance. He's at 20%. Okay? 20%. Marco Rubio 14%. Gavin Newsom at 12%. AOC at 8%. Kamala Harris doesn't stand a goddamn chance. So this is it. I think we're probably looking at both tickets. I think we're looking at the Republican ticket for 2028, and then I think we're looking at the Democratic ticket. I think you'll have Gavin Newsom with AOC. I think that's what you're going to have. I think the Democrats are going to run with these two. Might change too. You never know. But I'm saying I think this is it, and I think JD Vance and Rubio, I think you'll have JD Vance as president, and I think you'll have Rubio as vice president. So, you know, I mean, 20%. JD is in the lead, man. He is really in the lead. He's starting to come up too, because he went down. He kind of went down to, what was he? He fell. I remember him falling down in percent at some point. Yeah, there it was. It was like 18, but it was even lower than that, if I remember correct. 17. I think, yeah, remember it was neck and neck. JD Vance and Gavin Newsom were neck and neck. And now you can see it's just taking a turn. So, I mean, yeah, I see it. I think JD Vance wins. Like, if JD Vance runs for president, I think he wins. I think you have 4 years of JD Vance with Rubio as the vice president. If he wants that, I think they would make a fantastic duo. I really do. 100%. And imagine if they keep the same administration. And I'm just putting it out there. Speaking of, and by the way, again, Poly Market, shout out to Poly Market, the official prediction market sponsor of the DG brand. So let's go ahead and exit that. Do you think JD or Marco go against each other in the primary? Or nah, I don't think that's gonna happen because the Republican Party is very structured. From a MAGA perspective, I think what happens is JD Vance will get pushed as, you know, hey, you're the guy. I think Rubio has no problem with being VP because then after JD Vance, I think it's him. If that happens, maybe Rubio doesn't want to be president. Like, maybe he had aspirations before, but maybe he likes his role. I don't know. A lot of people would want Rubio instead of Vance and vice versa. But I'll say this. Look, I love Trump. I'm a Republican. I understand Trump. I'm from New York City. He's from New York City. Anybody from New York understands Trump's kind of like, you understand his flow. You understand his flow state and shit. It's hard for people to comprehend Trump if you if you're not in New York or you're not from the Northeast, it's hard for you it's complicated to understand them. But moving forward, I do believe after this is done, and Trump, I think, will be talked about decades from now as one of like the really good presidents that we've had in this country. But we need to bring in. Now, I don't know if this happens with Rubio or Vance either, but at some point, we need a unifier to bring together the country. Democrats, Republicans, Independents. Like, we need to get, it used to be like Republicans and Democrats would bicker, but this is not bicker anymore. This is like civil war. Okay? That's what it feels like. And like nobody, and Congress doesn't want to pass shit. And the only people that hurt here are the Americans. And I don't give a fuck it's both sides. I call it for what it is. It's both sides. Now, can you imagine if the Democrats win the House? Like, nothing's going to get passed. Nothing. The Clarity Act, they're saying if like nothing gets done by August, the Clarity Act, the next time that shit will get looked at is in 2030. Not that I give a fuck about the Clarity Act, by the way, because I want real regulation for the industry to allow us to go ahead and innovate and build and understand that we can build here and make crypto great in America, not somewhere else, not in Malta and Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, like everywhere else, like Singapore, fucking Dubai. Like they're just inviting people to come build crypto here. Zero tax, zero capital gains tax. Like, come build here. We don't even have much taxes here. The cost of living is down. We need to if we want to be the crypto capital of the world, then we need to start looking at how others are operating and embracing crypto versus the way we're doing it here. They're innovating. They're inviting innovators to come and build. Where's America, man? Why are we stalling out on crypto? Why the fuck are we stalling out on this? We should be excited. Our politicians need to be making sure that we are fucking actually putting together strategies and regulations, which I don't know how regulations are playing a part in crypto when crypto was supposed to be something without regulations, but it is what it is. Bring on the regulations because now you got the institutional players here, so you need that shit. But make it here. Let us make it great here, man. Make it great here. Stop having our people leave this fucking country and go to other fucking continents and shit, man. You know what? If you're an innovator and you left America and you go to like Dubai, you're like 10,000. You're not only are you able to build, but you're like 10xing your net worth. And you're paying less taxes and everything. Oh, here we go. Landy's back. I guess he's done taking a shit. Hey, Landy, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
You on, but like every single time I brought you on, breaking down the markets.
Yeah. You had a little bit of a late start, so I got sidetracked, as puppets usually do. Had to go and give my opinion on important topics like, are we so back or is it so over? And,
I just want to clarify because the question was asked in the chat. I claimed the fees for everything in my wallet. Actually, not everything, just like 2 things in my wallet. Because I was told, I won't do it again, but I was told that misinformed, but I was told that somebody can jack them. So like I didn't want that to fucking happen. So I will confirm that I did claim fees. That's not me claiming fees. I want to put it out there. It's not me giving any endorsement or blessing on anything yet. I want to do it, by the way. I want to do it. I'm just looking at things thoroughly. I'm watching. Let me just. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit. I'm watching what's happening currently in our industry, and I'm looking at the pros and the cons of what people are doing. And I'm looking and watching, and I see the mistakes that are being made. So it's more so me observing and as you're trying. If you want to build something phenomenal, you got to look at the landscape. You got to observe what people are doing and what they have done that's been positive and what's been negative. And I'm writing it all down. So I know some people like, man, fuck, I want to see a green candle. Well, you know what? Number one, that's not what I'm about. Number two, if I build something or I want to be a part of something, I want that shit to be great. I don't want that shit to be ass. Be around for fucking 3 days and bounce. Like, I don't want that. It's not how that's not my life, man. Anyway, I wanted to address that. Landy, by the way, I was on the billboard today in Atlanta.
That's awesome.
Did you see it?
I have not seen it yet.
Do you want to see it?
Yeah, let's see it.
Okay. I woke up. Listen, I've been on billboards before. I explained this. I don't know if you tuned into the show, but it's never been about. I mean, the one was I've been on 3. Now it's 4, counting this one. 2 of them had nothing to do with crypto. Relax. I know you're gonna fucking stop. Stop, puppet. One of them was NFT NYC. They had us on for like 7 days in Times Square.
Yeah.
But this one, somebody DM'd me. They're like, "Yo, bro, you're at the Waffle House." I'm like, "What?" Bro, you're at the Waffle House. Hold on, let me show you. Let me find it. I gotta find it, man. Hold on. I'll find it. Kind of upside down though. There was another one that was. I'll use this one. Hold on. This is actually cool because it's right outside of the World Cup in Atlanta.
That's awesome.
Right? That's cool. Like, that's cool. That's community saying, you know what? We're going to take it into our own hands. So let me play it. Again, it's not an endorsement or anything like that. Here it goes. I mean that's cool, bro.
Yeah. Like
I'm thinking I should make a run for president.
Told you I'll be your chief of staff.
I can see it, bro. I can see it.
People won't like it, but I'll be your chief of staff. Be like the puppet. No, the puppeteer. The
Landy
puppet will remain online.
Landy, you know what? This is kind of like the mission. How many times have you heard me say that I just want crypto back? Like I want the meme economy back. I want the old times back, right? And the old times were all about community building, correct? Like, think about it. It's always been a community / cult that rises up and they come together and they're just literally unstoppable. And it's not about one person doing anything. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So I think this is cool. This is absolutely fucking. This is dope to see. Like I get it. I see myself up there, so it's even doper. But it's dope to see. Like I haven't seen shit like this, and Todd flies out to Atlanta to go ahead and videotape this, and apparently he's onboarding people to crypto.
That's awesome.
So isn't that what crypto was about in general? When we did grassroots marketing, we would go out there and onboard people into Bitcoin,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
talk
I mean,
about Bitcoin.
that's how it started.
But where are we at now, right? Versus where we were.
Well, the we've allowed the corporations to take the marketing reins, and we stopped actually getting the message out to regular people. Now it's all the institutional marketing
Yeah.
for their products and not directly for what we have on chain, right? And there's no, as far as I know, institutional products out there or companies that are pushing products that encourage self custody, for instance. It's all wrapped products, volatility vectors, DATs, and all this other kind of stuff. And we haven't seen, a big movement to inform people about cryptocurrency and how to use it, like we did in the past. There was much larger efforts. And I think, a lot of it is a lot of these conversations that used to be had out in public is being had by people who ostensibly are representing the industry with politicians and bankers and other institutions instead of regular folks.
Yeah.
So we need to get back to that. And you've criticized Bitcoiners specifically for messaging to the public, right? I think a lot of that has been primarily that negative messaging, the have fun, stay poor kind of messaging
Yeah.
that surrounded a lot of it for many years was siloed online because when going out to events and meeting people and having conversations with regular folks or people who are building or supporting the networks or whether it was Bitcoin or other crypto, they were evangelists for blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies outside of those events in their local communities, in their families, in their friend groups and stuff like that. And they were, interested in education and educating people on the hows and whys. And I think that we just need to get that kind of a vibe back within whether it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, the majors, whether it's meme coins. We need to kind of take that back and have a bigger grassroots movement to really inform people because product has gotten a lot better and there's a lot of very, very easy, streamlined ways to get people in and onboarded that we didn't have in the past. And yes, there's still problems, right? There's still problems. There's still a pretty high barrier to entry in terms of understanding. But if you get people to understand the basics of setting up a wallet, the basics of getting fiat in to actually get the purchasing done, and then the best practices for security and taking control of the actual asset in your keys and in your custody. I think that that's going to go a long way because the younger generation is very, very, very smart. For as dumb as they can be in the political department, they're very, very good at using technology. They're good at finding all of the different ways in which they need to do something in order to achieve what it is that they want to achieve utilizing technology. And I think that that is really going to be the focus. And this leans me into giving you a lot of credit for your stance on memes and that they will, memes will onboard people to other things like Bitcoin. And I think you're 100% correct, especially when it comes to the younger generation, the TikTok generation, the broccoli heads. Now, granted, we have a little bit of a broccoli head infestation here of people who have figured things out earlier and are just here to take people's money. But there's a whole bunch of broccoli heads who are going to grow up to be, non-broccoli heads that have a chance to get in and get involved, and they understand the technology, and they can actually be the advocates for those who normally wouldn't come over here.
Todd is really out there onboarding people onto FOMO.
That's awesome.
That it reminds me of the old good old days. I might not look, obviously I don't look my age. Reminds me of
I'm sorry, I just look over the very first comment I read is bits of wealth.
Yeah,
Shout out to
you know,
shout out to Bits.
I just like fucking like I gotta respect the fucking community that goes all out. You imagine just flying out to a random fucking city to go ahead and videotape?
That's
Like,
awesome.
like that is like, yo, that was the culture though.
It was, yeah.
That I didn't tell nobody to do shit like that. I said like, yo, lead. You don't need to wait for anybody to give you confirmation and shit. Step up and be a leader, man. Step up, be leaders. Like the whole community can lead. It's not one person.
It's interesting because there is um there is
And remember,
a
he
lot of
called in. He's
people
a
who used to
Marine.
do this. Huh?
He's a Marine.
Oh, all right. An actual Marine or a link Marine?
No, a Marine. Remember, he called in.
Oh, okay. That was him?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Yes. Again, thank you for your service. Look, there is there's a lot of people here who used to do that. And I think that, including myself, right? I used to fly out to events and then go and basically evangelize and obviously at the time, Bitcoin. I've been to Ethereum events. Yes, I've talked about Ethereum and I've onboarded people to Ethereum prior. I'm still, the main person that anybody in my family asks about crypto and what's going on and how to get people onboarded in the correct manner. I've also worked with institutions directly. And
Boo.
I know, but here's the thing.
Boo.
I've also been involved at the local level, holding essentially training classes at City Hall, talking about the importance of Bitcoin, not just to the the actual elected members, but to the public about why cryptocurrency is important, what's coming up in the actual ecosystems, and why these things are important, whether it be Bitcoin, Ethereum, privacy chains, stable coins. And I've done this for a long time. Now, granted, it has been a while since I've done one of those recently, but you know, I got my city to actually adopt Bitcoin and hold Bitcoin on the treasury and in the treasury rather.
That's
And
dope.
there was other people there that ended up going out and, you know, purchasing, we did have a little, we had a little deal where we were giving out treasures. We worked with Treasure, shout out to them. Obviously not a sponsor here or anything like that, but we worked with them and we got treasures that we gave out. And basically told people how they could, purchase Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other supported assets and have it on a physical device, right?
Yeah.
And how they should back the keys up and how they should, how they should store their seed phrases and what the best practices behind security were. I've been there and I've done that, but I think at this point, I think it is time to essentially encourage the next generation of people in this space to go and do the same. Because it can't just be the old heads out there over and over and over again, right? Like there's only so many people in my age group and the way that I talk to people about things that are going to be excited about what I'm talking about. Yes, and I know I'm monotone, so it's tough to be excited when I talk. But the I think it is time for us people that have been here for cycles and through the cycles to, at times like this when it's in a bear market, to be out there and onboarding people. This is the best time to go
Well,
out there and onboard people.
that's why I'm like really like it's so like I was like first when I seen it and I brought it up on the show, I was like, this is dope. But now like as it marinates and I'm sitting here, I'm thinking like Todd's out there. There's a bunch of Todds that are gonna go out there. They're gonna onboard new people into crypto. Like that's a awesome fucking thing. That's what's been fucking missing and lacking. Communities turn into cults, and those are the ones that I love going into. Like I love that shit. I love seeing that fucking passion. And like they don't even realize it. Like Todd's gonna realize this in a few weeks what he's doing and the impact that he's doing. Others within certain communities will realize the same thing. That energy is infectious. That energy, I'm telling you, super infectious. Like that's what it was and always and it will always will be, bro. Like you got to go out there and shake hands with the people, man. That's it, man. I'm hyped. I'm fucking hyped. I'm going to save Solana. Okay? I am going to save Solana. Fuck it. The great white hope. Sort of white hope. Landy, somebody asked me. This actually in the last 3 days, people have asked me if I'm white. I don't know if Landy's laughing. Well, I don't know how to. That's a tricky question, right?
Where is Whiteland on a map? Can anybody show me?
I'm not white. Here's the problem. I can't like you know the when they ask you to when you fill out shit, like
Yeah.
can you go and like are you Caucasian? I'm like, well, I'm not Caucasian, bro. And then I can't find who I am.
I'm other.
That's where I go. I'm other.
And then they have a space where you can just write in what you are, and I just write.
So I write in everything that I am.
I just write puppet.
No wonder I
Leave
don't
it
get
at
the job. No wonder I don't get the job. I'm going to save Solana, Landy.
Oh yeah?
Who's going to fight Robinhood?
Well, I mean, they seem to be killing it right now. They're doing pretty well over there, and they seem to have a good platform where people got used to buying cryptocurrency, and they have their own clearinghouse now instead of using Apex.
I'll make fun of the way I say things, okay? It's the accent.
Caucasian.
Nothing I can do about it.
Yeah, look, I mean, the competition is only going to become more fierce as
Trophy.
we enter into the next bull phase, right? When we do actually shift market structure.
Landy, I don't give a fuck. I'm saving Solana. Market structure, Venus and Pluto hitting each other up, man. I'm saving Solana.
You're going to be the Robin Hood of Solana?
Absolutely. Can you imagine who, like, I'm an ETH head. I'm an Ethereum maxi. That's what they call me, at least. I'm a Bitcoiner. Here I come to save Solana. The most unlikely hero.
You're an ETH maxi. I'm so sorry for you. I'm sorry for your loss of your fearless leader.
Did Tom Lee buy again, bro? Like, what's happening, bro? Tom.
Hey, I told the audience here on your show the other day, beware of an oil bounce where we also see Dixie holding the range above 100. and that's what we got. The furthest out on the risk curve, the further out on the risk curve you go, the more likely we're going to see things sell off. And right now there's nothing really wrong with price action. It looks fine. And what you want to see is closes for Bitcoin that can remain above the last big Monday low. And the same for Ethereum.
Why'd you bring your friend along?
Why? Which one? My friends? My friends.
Yeah, your friend here. You're technically bearish on Solana. Wow. Well, fuck you too, Bits.
Well, here's the funny part about that is
don't defend
if
him.
it needs
You're
saving.
my friend.
If it needs saving, then he's technically right in saying that you are bearish.
Wow. Wow. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. No problem.
He's playing word games with you, and I think he won that one.
I know he did. Shout out to Bits. He's a good guy. He talks about menstrual cycles and
oh yeah. That's
and
I don't know. I got to see who's going to be doing palm readings with me this Friday.
yeah.
And maybe I'll recruit Bits, see if he's got time.
Anybody who comes onto my Landy's used to it already, but I'll say some shit. Like I know when I say it, like, and it's not like I don't have a script when I'm fucking doing this show. Like I know what I want to talk about, like the latest news. I've read it. Like I talked about, I don't know if you were here for it, but I talked about Robinhood and what it means to the crypto space. And I was breaking all that stuff down because you can't push away Robinhood to the side. Like
No.
everything else, like when like Pump.Fun really took over the game for, I guess, shitcoining and casino, whatever you want to fucking call it. And then like Justin Sun tried to create his own SunSwap thing, and then Binance did it. And you're just like, bro, like you're not gonna win because when people become accustomed to one brand, it's really hard to pull them away, right? Like it really is. It's like it's really difficult. So really tough. But Robinhood, this is a different monster, man. You're talking about millions of users using an app that's super gamified that was created by therapists and shit to go ahead and get you fucking addicted to it and make you feel like you're just playing a game, the gamified part. So you have a bunch of people that degen on there in the traditional markets. Think about if they can degen within the crypto markets. And that's the only, like, if they get it right, if they do it right, but then like there's another caveat, which is, hold on, do we forget about what Robinhood has done? I'm just saying. Listen, Coinbase has had the same model with Base, They had the L2. So did it work? I think it could have worked. I just don't think they had the right leadership to make it work. Does Robinhood have the right leadership to make it work? Or is their crowd just good enough to make it work? Do you get where I'm? And by the way, again, this cat that's sending, that shit got like $3 in liquidity, and it's at like $150 million. And people think, oh, look at this. It's at 150. This is what I'm talking about with market cap. This is where people are just so fucking clueless. We're like, oh my God, it's at 150 million. It won't stop. What's the liquidity? It's $3. So how are you getting the fuck out? How are you getting out? Oh, Bits, don't start. Bits, don't start with stop. Bits, don't start. I'm already struggling here, bro. Stop. I don't know if Landy just told you to say that and shit. Stop.
I am saying nothing. I'm
like Michael Jordan, that meme. Stop it. Seek help. You know that meme. Anyway, it's 1:53 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know what Landy's doing. I think he's on like some fucking on a new fucking conference call here. He just stopped by so he can get his fucking face seen. Today's Wednesday, by the way. Yeah, I'm calling it as it is. Okay,
I'm not.
as
I'm
a
not
hu-
in any spaces or anything.
no, I think you are. I think you're typing in your group chat, making fun of me
No,
and my
no. I'm
crowd.
responding. I'm responding to people who like to cherry pick information and have Trump derangement syndrome and cannot see past their own nose half the time. I'm responding to that because they like to cherry pick data that suits their narrative instead of looking at actual data like non-farm payroll, like ADP, or exports falling for the United States because we are onshoring more oil, which is reflected in the onshore oil reserves, to keep gas prices down here in the United States, or that workforce participation is being primarily driven down because of the deportations of illegals. And because this is a survey, it's not, it's just workforce participation as a survey, being driven down by what? By illegals being deported and retirements increasing in this past year. In fact, it's been the past 2 years we've seen an increase in retirements. We've also seen a downsizing in government as well. And for prime age, which is 25 to 56, we're actually near the post-pandemic highs for workforce participation, which is at 83.3%, which is down a little bit, but that's primarily because of tech layoffs. Let's see what else. I just love when people like to cherry pick information because instead of being objective about their information, they have an ideological hatred for a specific person, party, or place or thing, and decide that they're going to just pick the information that would negatively frame a conversation and then try to set it up as if they're asking a question or a leading question that they already have the answer to. And the fact of the matter is most of them don't want a real answer. They just want to actually be divisive for division's sake because they don't actually care about what the real answer is. They care about the ideological motive behind the effort to push a negative or positive view about something. So I'm responding to that by saying, Mr. Scrooge, you're cherry picking as usual, exports falling as the US bulks onshore oil reserves to bring gas prices down. Prime age participation for workforce participation, 25 to 56, is near post pandemic highs around 83.3% as of June 2026. See, it's interesting because they'll ignore all of the actual data about employment versus losses. They won't look at unemployment remaining at a stable level and even coming in lower than projected. So all of these things combined to say, stay stuck, stay woke, stay in your echo chamber, bro, because that's really all you're doing.
There you go. There you go. I don't know who he's fighting with on the internet today. The little puppet.
No, it's just don't bring unrelated bullshit to a post that I have about me going on the show and talking to you, and then just spam posts underneath my content, bullshit that is completely unrelated. Like, and if at least if you're gonna spam post bullshit that's unrelated, have an actual real argument and not cherry pick bullshit.
You know what, Landy? Number one, besides me saving Solana, I'm gonna save you. Okay. All right.
I was
Can I tell you
unaware
a
I
little
needed
secret?
saving, but yes, sir. A Jewish man's gonna save a Christian. uh, yo, I got a tattoo on my chest,
You know what? You know what's crazy?
but it's not like the tattoos that the Democrats like to push for their candidates.
All right, let me say two things to you. I got tattoos also.
Yeah, I know you kind of you've accidentally showed them a few times,
I
or
guess I'm
purposefully.
well. I don't want to say something because then I'll. Let's see. Am I banned on
Did
TikTok yet?
where
Hold
was
on.
anybody here when David showed the tattoo he's got on his lower back? It's really weird. I don't know why he got a butterfly, but it was weird.
A butterfly. The fuck you talking about? Hold on, I'm looking at TikTok. Shout out to TikTok. I wasn't looking at the
damn.
comments. Love you guys on TikTok. I'm
Finance
sure they're
Freeman
gonna.
just hit me with a save him from 10-minute block times.
What? What do you say?
Finance Freeman hit you with the save. You're gonna save me from 10-minute block times. That's
All right.
good. That's good. I like that.
I hate talking about numbers, okay? And I'm just going to say this. I didn't even have to mention something and it went to 3 million. I didn't even have to mention something and went to 1.1 million. What do you think happens when I actually get behind it? It's like, I know what you're trying to do. Like, certain people are trying to make me say it so they can profit. When they don't realize, for me, there's a absolutely different fucking. I'd like to do something totally different, and it's what I've been repetitive about, and I've talked about. So if you don't understand it, rewind the tapes. Because when I go in, Landy, Landy might not even agree with the fuck up. He might be saying, I hope he shuts the fuck up. I hope he doesn't say anything. But you know what? I am fucking competitive. When I step on this fucking court, I'm here to fucking win. That's it, man. Like, I don't know. Anybody who doesn't think, and also, I feel like I'm the fucking best. So when I step on that fucking court, I'm out there saying, I'm going to dunk on you and I'm going to dominate. I don't know how you can step onto a court or step into any sort of fucking industry or business and say, yo, you know what? I'm okay with coming in third place. Fuck that shit. I'm trying to get first place. I'm trying to win. I'm trying to win for the right reasons, though. Anyway, I want to talk to you about the comments. People give me comments all the time on my post. They're not very nice. The Hebrew hammer, bro.
You could hear me typing too. For those that aren't looking at the chat, I said that David's got a Hebrew hammer tattooed on his lower back.
You know, the craziest part to me is listening to the motherfuckers in this space. So you have people say that Jews run the world. Okay. Jews run all the money in the world. Okay. Like, do you know where I'm flowing with this or no?
Sure. I think I do. Are you saying that you aren't part of the World Council?
No,
that
but
is
I'm just saying in
running
general.
everything around us? Is that what
You're
you're going to try
yapping
and say?
about the Jews run the world shit, which I'm honestly not on the same. There's so much I can say here about Jews running the world kind of thing. By the way, I'm Jewish. I got to say this. I'm Jewish. For TikTok, I'm Jewish, so they don't ban me.
They're going to ban you either way. Like, what does it matter?
But
unoriginal content. He said he's Jewish. Then he said he's not aligned with them, but he's Jewish.
Watch them hit me with like, you're being anti-Semitic. How can I be anti-Semitic if I'm Jewish? Anyway.
He's being anti-Zionist. Ban him.
I'm one of those, they're gonna claim I'm one of those rabbis marching out there that are just like anti-Zionist. Oh man, my synagogue is gonna kick me out. They're gonna revoke my membership, man. It's coming. I already see it. They'll definitely revoke my membership. I'm telling you right now, I'm kind of upset too. Because I think that the Jewish cabal has pushed liquidity into somebody else.
Maybe.
Just because their name is more Jewish than mine.
I don't know how you get more of a Jewish name than Gockstein.
I beat Goliath!
Do you know how difficult it is to spell your name correctly? And it always wants to autocorrect it?
I'm not talking about my last name. I'm talking about the. You can't get more Jewish than my
First
first
and
name.
last name. There's no way. It
It's
is the most.
crazy.
You are the most Jewish man in the world. You know,
I'm circumcised.
that might be too much information. He's got
They removed my helmet.
he's got a Hebrew hammer in the front and a tattoo of one on the back.
We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Yeah, let's run ads on that.
What first got you excited about blockchains? Think about it. Oh, wait. I bet it wasn't multi-million-dollar hacks, exposed data, or finding somewhere safe to store your seed phrase. Was it? Maybe it was the idea of decentralizing a broken financial system. Maybe it was imagining a world where people own their own data and get to sharing the value it creates. Or maybe it was the promise of a fundamentally better way of connecting, communicating, and transacting. The next phase of the internet that empowers us instead of exploiting us. So why hasn't that happened yet? Why are we still living with the same broken system that blockchains promise to fix? It's because blockchains can't keep a secret. Enabling open, transparent systems was only the first half of the challenge. For blockchains to really change the world, they also have to be able to protect our sensitive data when it matters. And that's why we built Midnight, to bring down the final barrier to mass adoption and unlock the full potential of the decentralized web. Let's build the internet we deserve, together.
Ladies and gentlemen, we all know this in crypto. Ownership matters. That's why Cake Wallet. Cake Wallet gives you full control of your digital assets, all in one easy-to-use application. You can store Bitcoin, Litecoin, Zcash, Monero, and many more with just one secure backup. Swap between coins in seconds. No copying addresses, no complicated steps, and even includes Bitcoin Lightning for faster payments. And with Cake Wallet built in, you can use crypto in real life through debit cards or gift cards. Simple, secure, self-custody. Download Cake Wallet and take control of your crypto. Welcome back. Got my oh my god. Oh my god. Welcome back to the Gefilte Fish show, starring
I can't believe you ran ads after that conversation. That's hilarious. We need to get a prediction market spun up on Polymarket for what type of tattoos David has and where their location is. How can we do this?
I can say
Midnight,
some sick jokes right now, but I want to keep my contracts here.
Midnight, what we have to do is one, there has to be some connection to Cake Wallet and Midnight, and then we need to have a contract on chain where we can where David and I can make a bet and we can deposit to a contract that will lock it until we get the outcome of the Polymarket prediction.
It's oh boy, Moisha in the house. Say ho. Yeah, I gotta change my name to Moisha. That's what I'm thinking. All right, so here's the plan. I gotta save Solana.
Yes.
I
You
have
do.
to save Solana. We have basically Robinhood's coming in. That they're like Agent Smith, right? Right?
I mean, I guess. I don't know. I
Well,
think it's
the
good for their
institutional
business.
players are coming in.
So
So
yeah, I mean
I gotta
they're here. They've been here though. They've been here. It's
yeah,
not
but like now they're like saying, haha, we made this.
But
They're like Andy Dick in that Hebrew
is
Hammer
anyone
movie.
surprised though? I mean, like no one's really surprised. What have I been saying the entire time? They're going to participate
No, but they made
through
it official.
yes,
We're
but they're going
here.
to participate through VCs in
Yeah.
all of these different chains. They're going to learn as much as they can. They're going to snipe talent, and then they're going to build their own thing.
But
I mean, look
that's
at
what
what
they
Circle's
did though.
doing.
That's what they did. They took the talent that we had here because the talent was frustrated because you can't do anything, right?
Yeah.
It's what I've been saying the entire time. You guys ripped apart really good people that built here, that try to build within our space. They got frustrated. They said, fuck this. This crowd's stupid. Okay. They just don't get it. And then they got a call from Robinhood or BlackRock or whoever, Meta. They're like, yo, don't worry. We'll pay you 500, 750 a year plus options and all. Come work for us. Come build our shit. And they got money. They got an R&D department, right? They can build shit. They got resources to build with. And now they're introducing their products. You think the institutions are not going to have better products than the products we have here? We had the moment and the chance to go ahead and build them, but then again, I will continue to say this our own industry destroys everything. What imagine if you push Charles far enough and he goes to work for, imagine if Vitalik and Charles and all the people that worked on Ethereum and whatnot, they go and work for the institutional players. They combine forces.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what that looks like? That's crazy. That means that we're fucked. That's what that means. Congratulations. If you front ran all this shit, good for you. If you've held Bitcoin, good for you. Otherwise, you are fucked royally.
Well, most of the marketing and most of the building that's occurring across various chains right now is tailored specifically towards institutional liquidity specifically. And that's where the opportunity lies for regular folks. Because as liquidity is bulked up across these various chains, it has the net effect of the rising tide lifts all boats. And you can see this just with flows on chain, right? And that's something that I think that if you're here right now and you're paying attention, that you should be getting involved at prices here and lower. And that doesn't mean you go and you slam the buy button right away. You have a plan for how you plan to do so, but it is something that's very important to understand that when the liquidity spigot is really turned on in earnest, um, it's going to be go time. And if you aren't planning now, you'll be chasing the entire time. It's really that simple. This is when you want to be here. This is um, for many why you want to be here, right? For many, it's just to make some money. Uh, but if you're also here for the ethos and the value systems that come along with this stuff, then you can pick what aligns with you as well. And in times like this, you can pick it up at a discount, and in many cases, a very deep discount. You're muted.
I said I just gave you advice and then I read something and that shit pissed me off. Like, it really did piss me the fuck off. That is true. That is true. That is true. Todd said something where, yeah, like if somebody's using my image, I can go ahead and delist that shit. So don't get too cute, man. I don't like doing that because from my standpoint, like not like I don't want to be a dick, right?
I enjoy being a dickhead.
Yeah, I know you do. That's the difference, man. Like sometimes I do, like I have this thing. It's called a heart. I don't want to do
I have
something.
no heart. I'm a puppet.
I know. That's
I'm
crazy.
heartless.
Listen, I'm being serious. Like I'm thinking more and more about this. I think I'm Solana savior. I think you agree.
Well, they have not gotten this much marketing in quite some time.
It's true because like I'm. It's not just X that I'm on. That didn't even sound right, bro.
Tolly's gonna have to start sponsoring the show at this point.
Tolly, I'll save Solana. Okay, I'm going to. I'm going to save Solana. No, I'm not gonna. The iron is hot whenever I make it hot. Okay, strike when I'm tired of you guys, you little leeches. Okay, stop telling me when I'm supposed to call something. That's your problem. That is your fucking problem. I make my own motion. Like I don't follow. I don't follow your trends. Okay. When I was growing up and people were wearing like fucking baggy fucking shorts or baggy jeans, like I was rocking the finest Italian apparel, man. Me and my parents took me to New York City every single weekend, man. I'm rocking the fly ass. I'm rocking clothes that you started wearing and rocking fucking 2 years after.
Here's the thing. If you follow somebody else's timeline, for when to do things and how to do things specifically, you're no longer following your own ethos and your own plan.
That's what I'm saying. Here's do I have to say this again? I'm sitting back and I'm watching everybody and the way they are moving. That's it. I am literally watching. You should be fucking clapping. You should be clapping that I'm sitting back here and not just you know what? Like I couldn't come out here with some sort of project and like people wouldn't have embraced it immediately. Come on, what the fuck are we talking about? What are we talking about? If I want to, I'll do it. But like, I'm doing it for the right reasons. I don't know what the fuck they're doing it for. Yo, that's what gets me aggravated, Landy. Like, it really gets me aggravated. They're like, yo, I'm trying to do something dope. And some of these people just like, and these are the people I want to get rid of. Like, I don't want them to be a part of the squad. I don't want them to be a part of this movement. None of them. Because they're not going to allow for the movement to be successful because they're going to be bitching about what the market cap is. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Mm-hmm.
You can keep your market caps. I don't give a fuck about it. A market cap will, whatever. I'm not going to I'm going to keep going.
Well, most in this space,
all these cockroaches, these roaches, all they want, some of these roaches, all they fucking want, they should be sprayed with Raid, these roaches. Okay, like all they fucking want is a $3 profit. Like they don't give a fuck about saving the trenches. They don't give a fuck about changing crypto and bringing back the fucking vibes. They have absolutely no care for it. They don't care about content creators and shit or bringing back dope ass projects. You don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck about you. I'll strike when my iron's hot. When I strike, it's like a fucking earthquake, bro. In a good way.
I think people forget that we've been here before, right? In these markets. Look at how long it took for Pepe to take off. How long it was just sitting there, consolidating, just hanging out.
It felt like a good year, bro.
It was a while.
That's what it felt like. But it felt like a good time.
It was
I remember when the panic hit, when it went all the way from 1.7 billion to, I think it went into like I I think it bottomed out around 190 to 200 million.
Yeah,
But
and then
people were selling off though. At that point, they were like, "Yo, this was like a one-off," and then I remember it just blasted away, man.
Yep.
So I
Yeah.
get it. Everybody wants me to claim something. Everybody wants me to endorse and bless something. Allow me to do my fucking research. Allow me to go ahead and do my research, man, correctly. Allow me to do that.
Yeah, it's would you rather something be done right or would you rather it be done quick and wrong?
Let's look at it. You really want to? Let's unwrap one thing. How are those airdrops doing? Because you know what's happening? People are getting airdropped and they're selling. You guys are literally outside of Ansem's house with pitchforks. Like, how's that working out? And it's not even his fault. Like, if you look at it, he's trying everything possible to include everybody. These motherfuckers are selling. Now they're outside his house saying how bad you are. Like, again, I'm saying I'm watching all of this. I'm figuring out a puzzle. It's pretty simple. So that means that you have plenty of time. You have plenty of time. But like, seriously, when you look at that, Ansem tried to do a good thing, right? From his perspective, he tried to airdrop all these people, incentivize, right? Something we talked about yesterday. He incentivized people, and guess what they did? They fucking sold. And obviously, Robinhood's chain came out, Solana and then Trump comes out and says, "Fuck Iran. I don't trust these motherfuckers." But all of a sudden, Solana's like, I feel like Trump is speaking to us for some reason. Everything starts shooting down. So there's a lot of things that went into the equation of why things are rolling backwards. But also the airdrops are a major one. It's a major thing to figure out how this works correctly.
Sidebar, I'm gonna have fun on Friday with Rob because I
Whoa.
was right yet again. Oh, the puppet was right yet again. If you watched Trump's press conference earlier today, then you'll know why I'm saying that.
Rob is like, I'm gonna be on the show today at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Let him know that the puppet said, "Told you so."
He's going to be absolutely.
He's gonna love it. He'll be happy.
This is what I wanted to see. This is what if I had a hat right now, this is what I wanted to see. Okay. This is what he should have done in the first place, but he didn't. But he's gonna go. But he didn't.
Well, here's the argument against that is, look, the MOU was clearly created to be violated because the 60-day clock ran out for unprovoked strikes, right? So we can only do those unprovoked strikes for 60 days. Then you get a ceasefire, a blockade, and then an MOU, because if the MOU is violated and violated to a degree in which we start another operation, which we have plenty of names for operations. There's no shortage of operation names. That you just start a new operation and you got 60 more days. Let's see how it plays out. It has yet to play out, but there's still strikes ongoing, as I'm sure many are aware, and they struck quite heavily. We had a proportional response. Hey, you hit a couple ships, we're going to hit 80 of your sites with some of the largest munitions we have. We might take Karg Island, by the way. I'm going to keep floating that one out there, said President Trump. So, yeah, none of this is surprising. And if anybody is actually surprised by this and we're like, oh my God, he's actually going to do a deal, you clearly don't understand Trump or how he moves. And what he actually does. And I do enjoy the taco stuff. Trump always chickens out. Cool. We literally said, no, we're not going to get involved with the Israeli Iran conflict. And then in the middle of the night, bombed their nuclear sites. And then And then we were like, he's just sailing Southcom down to Venezuela, probably not going to do anything. And then in the middle of the night, snatched up their president, right? And then he's not gonna do anything with this giant military buildup outside of Iran. And then, well, then bombs started dropping. So for anyone that says like he always chickens out, I mean, the track record literally is not a chicken out track record. And for people only want to use that in the time periods when it's calm. Um, Now, I think that Trump is smart in the way that he is strategically playing with the global markets too, and the way that he is utilizing this situation to put pressure on NATO and Europe specifically. Everybody wants to talk about China, Russia, and Iran, and the threats and the bombs and the nuclear. This is, in my opinion, I said it since day one. The real target in this game, London, baby. London has been perpetuating this particular situation since its inception and prior to its inception.
Yeah.
Study history, folks. Study history,
You think it's
and look
London?
at well, study what the UK has done, what Britain has done, what London has done, and how they've perpetuated this situation in the Middle East for a very long time. Post World War II, in particular. And know the history, and maybe you could then figure out the puzzle pieces of what's actually going on. Things that seem random or disconnected aren't random or disconnected. For those that understand the map, the global chessboard, then you'll get a little bit of clarity. Doesn't mean you have to agree with it,
Yeah.
by the way. You can vehemently disagree with it, but at least understand what it is that you're talking about before you open your mouths.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
Landy is on
most
one.
open their mouths and then try to figure it out later. I mean, look at the way Caleb Hammer is just dismantling socialists. That video that went viral, she opened her mouth, stuck her foot in, and then Caleb Hammer shoved her foot all the way down her throat with his commentary on her opinions about, and then in her particular situation, socialism and communism.
All right.
So be informed, folks. Even if you disagree, at least be informed about it so that you can disagree in a coherent manner.
Tune in at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. By the way, I don't know why my monitor's going again. 100% has to do everything with fucking Landy here. Well, that didn't
Absolutely.
sound right. But tune in. Tonight I'll be on at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Rob Nelson on the Rob Nelson Show if he shows up, because last week he didn't, so I had to host the show. And then also 9 p.m. you can catch the Puppet doing the market update, breaking down the markets for us.
Yes, sir.
Landy, I appreciate you, man. Don't think too much about my circumcision. I just hope you enjoy the day,
I'm gonna
and
meme
don't be
it
jealous
now.
that I was on a billboard.
I'm gonna meme it now. I'm gonna put it on a billboard right outside the governor's mansion in California. I'm gonna put
Boy.
But much love, David. Thanks for having me on.
Love you,
I'll talk to
broski,
you
bro.
later and tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure. All right, that's Landy, everybody. Landy, man. Landy. I wanted to talk to him about some more stuff. He sounded like he was in a rush. He wants to leave me. I think Bits told him you can't be here for more than like fucking a few minutes. Look, I think at the end of the day, people get infatuated with price, and they base price on what's actually being built. And I've said this throughout the years. It's like if you're looking at market cap, you're looking in the wrong place. Like that does not give you a good thesis on what's happening and essentially what's being developed. So, and I'm talking about in crypto in general, right? A lot of people faded Cardano, a lot of people faded XRP, a lot of people faded even Bitcoin due to the market cap, due to the price. So, I mean, even the memes, people faded memes due to market cap. So at the end of the day, like you do what you need to go ahead and do. Okay. ultimately, it's like the video that came out today from the Gokhshtein Clips channel. It's where I said, like, ultimately, it's not an influencer's fault. It's not a KOL's fault. It's nobody's fault but your own if you buy into something that's absolute dog shit. You've seen what happened. Somebody tried to go ahead and take the White Bull name, and that shit went to like 15 million. I don't know if the Jewish cabal was in it, but and then it went to fucking 1.4. That is not normal. And that's not me fudding. That's just not normal. And I've never even heard of him, nor have you. And I refuse to say the name. Y'all could put 2 and 2 together, man. So, again, Rome wasn't built in a day. I like to study things. And I hate using this word because, like, the dude from the Cavaliers, the coach, he used analytical. And, like, they are absolutely making fun of his ass. But, like, I like to analyze shit. Like, I like to look through things. I like to analyze holes in the market. I want to make sure that, like, I do the right thing. Not the wrong thing, but the right thing. Because, yeah, like, everybody has pride. Everybody has ego. Everybody thinks they're the greatest. But you got to make sure that you're doing these things for the fucking right reason. Bottom line. You don't do it just because somebody's fucking encouraging you or testing your ego, whether or not you can go ahead and see this shit. See this shit through or do this shit. Or if you can hit, yo, Dave, you don't have the motion to hit 50 million market cap, 100 million market cap. And it's just like, yo, you have to be so fucking dumb to say that shit. Like, you have to be a moron to say that, like, DG can't do shit. Like, you really do. You must be, like, one of my biggest haters, and I appreciate you. Because that's, this time around, I'm going to say something, man. Like, I am telling you, it is really true. As you get older, you mature. There's a maturity factor that comes into play where you don't need to go ahead and talk about it. Because a lot of people yap and yap and yap, and you're leaving yourself on the line to get destroyed. No talk. You just go ahead. You put shit together, and then you go ahead and do it, and you see what fucking happens. That's it. All this is an IQ test. It's a social experiment. And hopefully the social experiment wins out because crypto needs it. Crypto needs for this to win. Whether you like me or not, crypto needs the win. You know why? Because then we get back to the beautiful fucking culture that we once fucking had. That's why you want this to win. You shouldn't be against this. You should be for this. You don't have to buy anything to be a part of it. You literally don't have to buy shit to be a part of anything. To be a part of this movement, there is no membership fee, bro. Like, if you want change, if you want to go ahead and bring back the excitement that we once had in crypto, then you will rally. If you don't want none of that and you like the same shit happening to you every single fucking day, so go ahead. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy getting wrecked every fucking day by fucking 2-year-olds. Go for it. You ain't gonna save everybody. At the end of the day, you're not gonna save everybody. You can go ahead and yap. I can yap here all day fucking long. You can't save everybody. Bottom line, you just can't. Because greed is a powerful drug. That's it. Bottom line. So, by the way, just to address, there are reports out there that I have claimed something. I have claimed nothing. And that's not coming from any community. It's more coming from people that just want fucking engagement. I have claimed nothing. Okay? And how about actually listening to what I'm fucking saying here, which is I want to see crypto come back again. And I'm not competing with anybody because there's nobody to fucking compete with. The way I see it, I don't compete with anybody. And then people saying, hey, these motherfuckers are doing the same thing that Ansem did. Like, motherfuckers, like, there's only a few people that can go ahead and play around with figuring out how you can make crypto really fucking good and utilizing it. What the fuck are you guys talking? When did you arrive to crypto? Or is it because you're mad because I said KOLs can suck my dick? Which one is it? I'm thinking it's you're mad because I said you don't need KOLs and influencers to tell you what the fuck to do, so that might be fucking hurting your money. That's right. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a flying fuck if you're mad. Stay mad. You can say whatever you fucking want about me. You can kiss my ass. I don't really give a shit. 13 years, all you motherfuckers with your slanderous shit. I don't give a flying fuck. How about that? I don't give a flying fuck. What you gotta say? Your opinion doesn't mean shit to me. At this day and age, doesn't mean shit. And especially this week, my dad passed away 6 years ago. You think I give a flying fuck what you gotta say? Nada. That nerve that I used to have has been cut off. Cut the fuck off. By the way, I just do want to acknowledge that these eyebrows, this is how I was born, okay? These eyebrows have never been touched by anybody. I don't pluck my eyebrows. I've never had anything here. This is how I was fucking born. Green eyes, eyebrows. Come on. Beard game. Hair. Y'all upset, talk to God. I'll be right back after this commercial break.
What first got you excited about blockchains? Think about it. Oh, wait. I bet it wasn't multi-million-dollar hacks, exposed data, or finding somewhere safe to store your seed phrase. Was it? Maybe it was the idea of decentralizing a broken financial system. Maybe it was imagining a world where people own their own data and get to sharing the value it creates. Or maybe it was the promise of a fundamentally better way of connecting, communicating, and transacting. The next phase of the internet that empowers us instead of exploiting us. So why hasn't that happened yet? Why are we still living with the same broken system that blockchains promise to fix? It's because blockchains can't keep a secret. Enabling open, transparent systems was only the first half of the challenge. For blockchains to really change the world, they also have to be able to protect our sensitive data when it matters. And that's why we built Midnight, to bring down the final barrier to mass adoption and unlock the full potential of the decentralized web. Let's build the internet we deserve, together.
Ladies and gentlemen, we all know this in crypto. Ownership matters. That's why Cake Wallet. Cake Wallet gives you full control of your digital assets, all in one easy-to-use application. You can store Bitcoin, Litecoin, Zcash, Monero, and many more with just one secure backup. Swap between coins in seconds. No copying addresses, no complicated steps, and even includes Bitcoin Lightning for faster payments. And with Cake Wallet built in, you can use crypto in real life through debit cards or gift cards. Simple, secure, self-custody. Download Cake Wallet and take control of your crypto. back to the show. Welcome back to the show. You know, I kind of also think about that before I go. I also think about that. Like, what am I doing here, right? Because people ask me that question. What are you doing here? You've been here for so long. Like, why are you still here? Well, the reason why I'm here is because I love fucking crypto. Like, the reason that I'm here is because I love crypto. I have a passion for crypto, and this is my career. So I don't. Here I am. I have a show, and I love coming on here Mondays through Fridays and breaking down all the shit that's happening. So when people ask me, well, what am I doing here? Well, where else? That's like asking Warren Buffett. I'm not comparing myself to him, but it's like asking Warren Buffett, why are you still investing? Like, why after he won and dominated, like, you know, why are you still investing? Like, it doesn't make sense when you say these things. You sound like an asshole. Like, seriously, when you say, oh, he's still here because he doesn't have money, you sound I almost said a bad word, but you sound stupid. Okay, you don't sound intelligent. You sound like your IQ is very low. To say that David can't participate in crypto or David can't build in crypto, you sound idiotic. Okay, to say only one person can build and this guy can't, you sound stupid. You sound like little Johnny over here. Okay, little Johnny is homeless. I actually thought that he lives with his grandma. He's homeless. And here he is. Somehow Obama dropped him a phone with a connection, and he's using that connection and using his prepaid minutes to get onto my show. Okay? Little Johnny here. To watch me. I'm his hero. No matter what you want to say. No matter what he says, I'm his hero. When people say I can't build here, why not? Why can't I build? What are you talking about? Who wrote the rule book? You see, you know who's saying that? These comments are coming from the cabal. These comments are coming from KOLs. These comments are coming from influencers because they do not want me to go ahead and do anything because they know exactly what would happen. Because I'm the type that rallies people. I bring people together. I'm good at that. I can bring a whole community together. I've done it before and I'll do it again. That is easy. That to me is easy. It's just that I take my time. You guys are quick. You probably, you motherfuckers don't last long. You know what I'm talking about. You motherfuckers don't last long. I'm good. I take my time. I'm enjoying myself. I know you don't want to see the people rise up. I know where the messaging is coming from. I know you want to see the people rally. It would hurt your feelings. It would hurt you. I get it. I told you, you take me out, but you can't take out the community. That's the difference. It really doesn't need me. If I see things correctly, once this community turns into a cult, it's over. Like, there is nothing you can do to stop it. I said whichever community is the loudest is the one that I'm going to ride with. And I also said that supply control is absolutely essential. I don't know how much more clear I can make it. Supply control is essential. Look what's happening. Go ahead and look what's happening out there when you don't have supply control. People just continue to grab up and dump, grab and dump, grab and dump, grab and dump. You have no control. People are just walking over your goddamn name, using your brand, just walking over it. And they're trading. They're trading. They're not allowing for any movement to happen. That's all it is. Unfortunately, this is the time we live in. We can change that. I 100% believe we can change the environment. It's really up to you. That's it. It really is up to you guys. Bottom line. Don't wait for anybody. If you want it and you believe, this is my message. If you want it and you believe in this, then go out and do it. That's it. You can either be somebody who is absolutely excited when something pumps for 12 hours and goes to zero, or you can be a part of something that changes the culture that we currently have here, which is a shitty one, and you can be a part of changing that. You can bring back the original vibes. You can do it. Believe in yourselves for once. Believe in something. You guys have rallied. Believe in something. Talk to people. Get out there. It's what we used to do. Grassroots marketing. You talk to everybody possible. You shake hands with everybody. And you bring people together for the right cause and for the right reasons. For the right reasons. Because we still need to go ahead with what, 7, 8% in terms of the entire world being into crypto? That's not a lot. We're still early. We need to make sure we go ahead and bring everybody in. That's it. Bottom line. You can be right back after this commercial break with a quote of the day.
What first got you excited about blockchains? Think about it. Oh, wait. I bet it wasn't multi-million-dollar hacks, exposed data, or finding somewhere safe to store your seed phrase. Was it? Maybe it was the idea of decentralizing a broken financial system. Maybe it was imagining a world where people own their own data and get to sharing the value it creates. Or maybe it was the promise of a fundamentally better way of connecting, communicating, and transacting. The next phase of the internet that empowers us instead of exploiting us. So why hasn't that happened yet? Why are we still living with the same broken system that blockchains promise to fix? It's because blockchains can't keep a secret. Enabling open, transparent systems was only the first half of the challenge. For blockchains to really change the world, they also have to be able to protect our sensitive data when it matters. And that's why we built Midnight, to bring down the final barrier to mass adoption and unlock the full potential of the decentralized web. Let's build the internet we deserve, together.
Ladies and gentlemen, we all know this in crypto. Ownership matters. That's why Cake Wallet. Cake Wallet gives you full control of your digital assets, all in one easy-to-use application. You can store Bitcoin, Litecoin, Zcash, Monero, and many more with just one secure backup. Swap between coins in seconds. No copying addresses, no complicated steps, and even includes Bitcoin Lightning for faster payments. And with Cake Wallet built in, you can use crypto in real life through debit cards or gift cards. Simple, secure, self-custody. Download Cake Wallet and take control of your crypto. Welcome back. All right, it is 2:47 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I am logging off. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Midnight, the sponsor, title sponsor, Midnight. Also, Polymarket. Shout out to Polymarket for the good stats here. Breaking down, obviously, I was breaking down the political, basically presidential election winner. I was looking at what they had up there. And right now, JD Vance is in the lead. So 20%, I think it was 20% that JD Vance was in the lead. But if you tuned in earlier, you could have caught that. Cake Wallet, shout out to Cake Wallet. Shout out to Vic. He'll be on tomorrow. We're going to talk about Radar, the new app that Vic has come out with, which is incredible. So we'll break it down. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. Absolutely, congratulations. And also G Markets for the latest listings and data on your favorite assets. Go to gmarkets.io. Guys, I love you, man. I'm so bullish on community. It's like I've always got shit for saying community, but I am super fucking bullish on community. If the community really fucking wants it, be loud enough. Be loud enough. Be loud enough. Be super loud. And give me no other choice. Because I am telling you right now, I am fucking, even though I'm doing what I need to do, research and all that shit, I am so fucking ready, man. I am so ready. By the way, I will be saving Solana. That's right. I will save Solana. On that note, have a great day and an even better tomorrow. Shout out to my boy Akil Patterson. Shit.